I'll end with this. It's a stupid story that I've told for 20 years, 25 years, okay? But there is a point to it, okay? So we might call it a parable, but it's probably not that. It's probably not to that level, okay? And you might need to think about it for a little bit, because you might initially think, oh, that's so stupid. So a new construction project downtown Cincinnati. I'm making this up, okay? 28-story building. And all that's up there right now is the metal. You know, what do they call that? The beams and all that, so the framework, okay? So the iron workers are up there putting all the metal, all these beams together. You know, let's say they're on the 28th floor, okay? But all there is, so like, anybody ever seen, movies probably you've seen it, where they're walking on these, okay, you know, these beams. I mean, I don't know, okay. But it doesn't really matter how wide it is. It matters how far it is for the drop. Okay, so you know, the lunch bell goes off, okay, or the siren, or the whatever it is, the horn, and you know, these iron workers sit down to have their lunch. And of course, they're sitting on, they can go all the way down to the 28th floor, but that's too much work. So they're just going to sit on these beams, feet dangling. Anybody know one of those guys or gals? Okay, they're like fearless. I mean, okay, yeah, they might have some safety equipment or whatever, but they're pretty fearless. Legs dangling, I don't know, 300 feet above the ground. Okay, so there's two veteran iron workers. You know, sit down. And there's this one apprentice. And one of the veteran workers the veteran iron workers opens his lunch and kind of takes a peek at his sandwich, and he goes, corned beef again? I hate corned beef. I tell you what, I'm so sick of corned beef that if I get corned beef again tomorrow, I'm just jumping. A little dramatic, okay. So the next veteran iron worker kind of does the exact same thing, opens his sandwich a little bit. Oh, peanut butter and jelly, good golly, okay. How many days can you eat peanut butter and jelly? For those who grew up on peanut butter and jelly like me, okay, every day, but okay. So he does the exact same thing. He says, okay, I tell you what, I'm so sick of peanut butter and jelly. If I get peanut butter and jelly tomorrow, I'm jumping. Okay? So you got this apprentice, okay, that's watching this. So he just, okay, grabs his sandwich and, okay. Tuna fish. Does anybody like tuna fish?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Don't bring your lunch into here, okay? I'm teasing, okay. So he does what all the veterans does. He opens the sandwich, tuna fish. If I have tuna fish tomorrow, I'm jumping. Okay? So the next day happens, and of course this, if you've had a job for a while, it's pretty routine. Like it's the same thing every day kind of thing. And so, I don't know how long these veterans have been doing it, but they've probably been doing it for 20 years or whatever. Okay. So the first veteran opens up his sandwich. Okay. And he's looking for, and he even says before he opens, he says, if I have corned beef, I'm telling you, I'm jumping. Okay. A little dramatic, right? Okay. He opens his sandwich slowly and goes, oh, good. Thank you, God. Salami. Next veteran, goes through the routine. Hey, if I have peanut butter jelly, I'm jumping. He opens up his sandwich slowly. He says, oh, thank you, turkey. Okay. The apprentice opens up his sandwich. Okay. If it's tuna fish, I'm jumping. Opens up his sandwich. Tuna fish. And jumps. 300 feet. Boom.
What the heck? Good Lord.
One of the construction guys says, OMG, right? I mean, oh God, what just happened? And one of the veterans says, don't worry about him. He packs his own lunch. Every single one of you packs your own lunch. You are where you are because of the decisions you made. You can blame it on whoever you want to blame it on, but the fact of the matter is you packed your lunch. None of us control what happens to us all the time, but we most definitely control our reaction to what happens to us. And all that happens is when you make excuses, is you give control to somebody else for something you control. And until you own it, you can't change it. So as silly as that sounds, for somebody that packs his own lunch to jump off of a building, that's what most people do their whole life. They go from one crap show to another dumpster fire to another dumpster fire because of how they react to what happens. At some point in time, if you're going to succeed in anything, you've got to own it. You've got to own your decisions, you got to own where you're at, and you got to move forward in a different direction.